How you all doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's Jeff here, Forex Trading for Beginners. And for those people who don't know me, for me it's all about making a difference. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for taking time out to spend your time here with me today. Now today I'm going to run my charts. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you what it's all about. So let me go into my Zoom and I'm going to share my screen, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, I'm offering a free five-day trading camp for those people who are interested. If you comment trading for beginners, that is a for beginners camp, and then afterwards where you're from, like example, Forex Beginners USA, Forex Beginners Canada, Australia, wherever it may be. And then I know the time zones you're in. This is free, this is for you. So I'm going to share my screen. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is an example of what we're going to be looking at. For example, I'm looking at one of the most highly traded pairs, Euro, USD. So, ladies and gentlemen who are complete beginners, every one of these candles currently represents 1 day of time. The reason we know that is because we've got this marked as a D for a day. I could change that, for example, to a week. So every candle would represent 1 week, 4 hours and 1 hour, etc., etc. Yeah, I want to show you some of the things we will be doing so you can take full advantage of what's on offer. It's completely free. It's all about making profits in the markets. Yeah, so you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, I've deliberately looked at this. We're at a low back in March 2020. That's the date at the bottom. Now went to a high 13th of January 2021, and we went back to that area. It's almost a bit like a half moon, potentially a teacup area for the traders out there on a daily. Coming down here, I'll show you some trades in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. You see how we've had highs, it's dropped, we've had pullbacks. See, that's when it's dropped, it's came back. It's dropped, it's came back, it's dropped, it's came back. And then these are key areas, like there's a key area, it's got, then it rejected off that. I want to learn about all this, the 5-day trading camp, which is starting, guess when it starts, ladies and gentlemen? On the 9th, Monday the 9th of May. Monday the 9th of May. Look at this on a 1 hour time frame, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at recent. Yeah, you can see how it came here from a high, had a pullback. It's all about the pullback. There's many different strategies, ladies and gentlemen, but many of them work based on pullback. All I mean by pullback is when it goes down and it comes back up to an area, not always high as it was before. And we can measure things, we can test things. We can trade by adding different, we call indicators to help new people out. We can trade without anything at all. We can trade by just by the candles or by wicks. People who know me from my crazy wick entry strategy, I can trade from wicks, ladies and gentlemen. Trading with the markets. Let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. So far, you're not seeing anything. All I'll do is I'll do it on this high. I've got some things I'm going to switch on in a minute. And it'll become obvious when to get in and when not to get in. So I'm going to start off the daily. I want you to imagine this thing being a big M. Yeah? So this is an area called resistance. It came down here. So I'm just going to switch that on. And notice by changing the time frames, when I switch this on, notice changes to here. So the colours. It looks a mess, doesn't it? But you see here, ladies and gentlemen, this level. All these colours here are levels of volume. Where it's been high, there's been lots of buying and selling going on at these levels. And what goes up must come down. What goes up must come down. And these areas here, ladies and gentlemen, are areas you can make money on the way down. And if you don't know anything about it, it does it all for you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to make it even easier. Come down to the 4-hour time frame. Now, what that means to you, ladies and gentlemen at home, if you are new people, every candle represents 4 hours of time. That one little candle is 4 hours. 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours. Yeah? Now, we see this. Now, there's different time frames. The reason why I'm saying this is because I have some people that are really busy people and they don't have much time to trade. You might want to do 1 trade, 2 trades a week. So one example would be using a 4-hour or a 1-hour time frame. And you see how it hops there. Underneath this, anything underneath this clouded area, would call that a sell, would be a short for a going down. Anything above it, you would call it a buy or a long. Does that make sense? Now, how you make the money, I'll get to. But we choose to show various things. So we would want to enter the trade as it jumps under this cloud, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a lot with my crazy wick entry strategy. We've got a support line there. I don't know if you can see that there, right there. I've managed to build an indicator with it built into my crate. And it's a bit like a breakout. You're trading off the wicks. You would enter the trade when it's under there. And this here is a dynamic money line. It's golden dynamic money line. You notice price comes down, hits off it before breaking through. It's absolutely amazing. So we've got this here, it's underneath there. Breaks through, we enter the trade, it goes down, comes back up, close to our dynamic money, rejects for going down, and we just keep making money as it drops and drops and drops. And eventually it goes to a low, and you'd probably exit the trade there if you entered in a 4-hour, but we'll do it on a different time frame, ladies and gentlemen, before it goes completely flat line. Now, the people who've got a bit more time in their hands, we'll look at this here on a 1-hour time frame. One way to look at, another way to look at this, ladies and gentlemen, when you know price dropping through the cloud, dropping through this cloud, there, it goes down, you can wait for the pullback, is it then is this thing called, I call it supply and demand zone or an order block, depending on which side of the fence you sit on. And you can enter the trade there, or that would be about right, ladies and gentlemen, right there. And it goes, again, all the way down. But a nice way to do that, well, I'll show you something else we'll learn on this. How you can change below the cloud there. See that there? That tells us to get ready. I'm going to drop this here. First of April, you see that? First of April at the bottom. Drop this 15-minute time frame, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll go back to the 1st of April. We'll Hopefully we got that. Hopefully we got that. There it is there. So as you can see now, we're already below. So all we're now going to be waiting to do is break through this zone here, because on a lower time frame, you're potentially seeing as it's dropping through the cloud, potentially could get in earlier. She went from a higher time frame to a lower. Another little tool is we could use something down here. So if we knew that on the 1 hour later, let's go back now. 1 hour time frame. Yeah. That's it there. As it's coming through this cloud, we can start testing. We could potentially say, well, we've seen it coming down here. It's went through our dynamic money line. Let's see if it has a pullback by dropping to a 5-minute or a 1 minute, so we can get in even earlier. So it breaks through there. That's the 31st. What about that there? That's breaks through right there. Under the 5-minute, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do this here again. I'm going to only use these incredible bits of information at the bottom to help me enter the trade nice and early. There we go there. Forget all these squiggly lines a minute. This will all become apparent. There's a guide as a help. Remember, we don't enter any trade until it's for a sale with this strategy until it's under the line. And remember, we'll always expect pullbacks. Yes. Out of the way, ladies and gentlemen. So potentially, you see here, we could actually get in earlier. What I'm going to do is change this to white background to make it even easier on your eyes. We could actually get in earlier. It's up there. You see this area here? The wick entry, the crazy wick entry strategy. Enter the trade right there, ladies and gentlemen, if I want to. Short. Now, let's just double check. Let's just not enter it willy-nilly. Let's see if everything else supports this entry. Potentially, we'd have a stop loss the other side of the cloud. Is this red? Yes, it is. Is this red? Yes, it is. Is that below the line or is that below? Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. We are on fire. I'm going to charge my computer, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to charge my computer. I am live. This one here. So you can see how that works, ladies and gentlemen. Align everything. It's all aligned. I've got this amazing Ninja MACD down here. Right there. So it's under that there. This is red. That's red. It broke through this super crazy wick entry strategy from the dynamic money line. It comes back into it. You see that? We see this, ladies and gentlemen. Without getting too involved in it, what happens? It drops through. It then goes back to the dynamic money line. Then it becomes a continuation trade. Breaks through this to another support area it's created. Back and actually breaks through this time. So if we were in the trade, we would choose to be out of the trade at that point in profit. if we wish to. So you can see there, comes there, 2%. Nothing good. Excellent. 2% growth in your money in a few minutes. Every candle is 5 minutes. Then, or you can choose to stay in the trade, and you see now it breaks through there. We have opportunities. At that point there, if you're not in the trade already late, be in the trade here. Yeah, using this crazy wick entry right there, with the outside there, or you wait for this here. Now, when it does this here, what do you notice? You notice consolidation, ladies and gentlemen. It's going straight red, green, red, green. So all I do is I draw a box or a parallel channel around that, and I do nothing. It's changing direction, until it goes up or down. At this point here, you see we have options. It goes out, breakout, back up above it, breakout, back up, breakout, back up above it. And this is where the challenge lies. So one of the options might be to go back up a time frame. I know this is maybe a little bit tough for the new people out there. Trying to let you know when up a time frame, you just wait for it to break up, back up a time frame, so it becomes a bit clearer. Well, we're looking for these things there. Pulls back nicely into this money line many times, isn't it? After they get that pullback, I'd probably be excited to break through there. Why? Because then it's going in a more appropriate way. Break out on that candle right there, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because the full body underneath that there, options, one of the it's above the cloud is one, or you can bring it shorter, show those strategies. We showed some people would not believe the crazy wick entry strategies you can actually get with this method. Another 3%. What you notice? Consolidation. Not out the trade, you would exit the trade there, but you see it going straight across. And then you're just waiting for other options similar to this there. Go back into the 5 minute if you wish, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. 15 minutes. You see what we're doing here? And we get another opportunity here as it breaks through there. We're under the cloud. It hit off them. Dynamic money line broke through our resistance into the trade right there. That goes above that support on the cloud, and once again, we do this all another 3%. Now, who do you know would like to take advantage of growth at this on a daily basis? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this goes on and on and on. You see, it's really powerful. You see buys and you see sells. Lovely checking with you. That's a free 5-day trading camp. Most people are looking to get involved. Starts the 9th of May. That's right, the 9th of May. It will be recorded, so we can make it. There's no problems. Look at the Forex senior there. And one of the things I'll also do is I'll give you away one of my super duper indicators now. This is for people that if at the end of it, at the end of the 5 days, they're looking to take it to the next level, come in and join my fantastic trading group. And at that point, I have to be honest, it does cost £4 a day, which is $6 in the US. So that's the cost. I'm right out front with it. But the first 5 days is 100% free. If you want to take it further, you can do so. So cutting off. Thanks very much. Have a great day, and I'll